I think that's a false dichotomy, really. I've called for people in the telecoms industry using the term OTT to be fired for gross incompetence in the past. I think it's basically a keyword for saying bits of the internet we don't like, which is deeply hypocritical because all telcos have their own internet services, not least their own websites. Operator.com is an OTT service, particularly if they're offering customer care functions or anything else. In terms of where do service providers fit versus let's say Facebook or WhatsApp. Now, it depends what market you're looking at. If it's for voice communications, there is going to be a mix. There is a long tail of essentially boring old telephony. That's not going to go away, but it is definitely diminishing in both value and volume. UK originated calls fell by 15% over the last 5 years, something that's adding fixed and mobile together despite plummeting prices and more competition. So I think in some areas there will certainly be a lot more competition. I don't see, however, service providers having much of a role in terms of social networking, diminishing role of messaging. As always, RCS it was dead, it is dead, and it will continue to be dead. It's a zombie. But I think there's some interesting opportunities around enterprise services, perhaps IoT, and it's going to vary from operator to operator as to exactly how and where they deliver internet-based capabilities.
I think it's a combination of the two is what I'd have to say on that. In the FutureX book we wrote, we predicted there would be 10 global survivors, 10 global survivors and 100 local survivors. That's sort of we like numbers of 10 in Bell Labs. And in the 10 global, it could be a combination of web scale players who remain global and some telco players who federate to create a pseudo-global, if you want, alliance. We even talk about an airline-like alliance of telco players that could create a global infrastructure. But then we also emphasize that local is incredibly important so that you can deliver high-performance, low-latency services with very high bandwidth. Talk about millisecond latency being required for the future with AR and VR and some industrial control processes. Millisecond latency requires I'm within 100 kilometers of my customer. And so that suggests hyper-local is also part of the solution. So in the book we talk about global-local as the new paradigm with a balance between the two. So in fact you could be either a local or a global, or in fact both, and that's how we see it playing out. And it will be a combination of web scale, traditional telcos, and new entrants, of course, will enter this space as well.
I guess both in a way. Some of us will die from telcos and from OTTs for sure. But customers will always need a telco. We know they need connectivity. We always need end-to-end experience. And on the other way, new services will come and something which will be, we don't even thought about it now. So we will both survive, but maybe in the end of the game is not going to be the same one than we have today.
Well, I think OTTs and telcos are both going to be standing. The OTTs can't deliver a service without a network, and the telcos are the ones that have the network. It's as simple as that.